What's going on, people? Welcome back to Wrenchwise. So today you join me again on the Audi A1. This time we're going to do a little bit of an assembly, to be honest. I've got all the parts that have already arrived, so I'm really happy about that. To be honest, some of them took longer than I expected. However, really excited to get this thing put together. Beautiful day today, about 22-23 degrees. I've got it booked in already at the body shop, so we're going to see how that goes. But I think by about early next week the car should be all done and dusted. Final cleanup on the car and see how we get on. So yeah, really excited to share with you guys how this goes. So I've already got some of the parts set out just over there. I'm going to set up the tripod and document the rest of it. So you can see nice shiny new parts. These are the two sections of the bumper. That's the brand new grille, so we need to obviously merge all these parts together. I mean, like I said in the previous video, this thing was bought brand new from TPS. Wasn't too happy about it, to be honest, because it did cost a bloody £220. However, I am really happy about the fact that it did come with the chrome surround. It did come complete with the Audi badge, so really happy about that, because sometimes you have to get some of these parts separate. I have got a fresh set of number plates to go on as well. So you can see here, fresh set of number plates to go on the front of this. Exciting stuff. So I'm going to pop them just over here. This big thing, the actual arch liner, that's going to go onto the car as well, so we'll drop that just over here with the rest of the stuff. Coming on to the front bumper then. Now this one's quite an interesting design, actually, not one I've come across before, so hats off to Audi for being very original. Now the way Audi do it, it seems on this car everything is individual in terms of the actual components for the front bumper. So you can see here I can actually replace the front components separately. So for example, the front left corner of the bumper comes separate, and then the grille came separate, and then obviously the front lower splitter of the bumper came separate. Now I'll be honest, I wasn't too happy with the actual cost of this front grille. £220 from TPS, absolute robbery. But to be quite honest, I couldn't actually find it anywhere. I looked on eBay, I went to a few sort of breakers yards, and everyone said the same thing. They're not a common car that people usually break. Now I'm sure someone somewhere will be selling one, but to be honest, you know, I just kind of wanted to get this car done and dusted fairly quickly. And really the whole installation of that front bumper was fairly straightforward. Just a couple of clips, a couple of Torx, little screws holding things in place. But all in all, you can see here I kind of popped everything in position. I put something under, obviously not to damage the paint, because obviously I was working on a concrete floor. And I've got my little Milwaukee gun there, making light work of the little Torx screws. So yeah, really happy with the way this thing came together. And yeah, it fit on absolutely bang on, which you'll see later on. Bumper seems to be sort of complete. I've managed to do everything, to be honest. I've got it all fitted. The only things that I'm really concerned about is just some of these corners here. They don't seem to be lining up properly. However, I've got a bit of a plan. So my plan is, once I've got it on the car fitted, I'll just give them all a bit of a press in and they should fit absolutely spot on. Okay, so little areas like this, it didn't seem like it clicked in, but it's not really a massive issue. It's just a case of these little clips. They kind of go into their holding areas, and the whole thing just all the way down here clips into place. Not a massive issue, to be honest. We'll go ahead and do that. We can even do that whilst we've got it on the car, but I'll see if I can have a go at that, sorting that myself right now. So moving on to the actual number plate, obviously it kind of goes across just there. So let's see how that looks. Now I much prefer doing it with double-sided tape. The screws are a little bit ugly in my opinion, so I'm just going to go ahead and use double-sided tape. I've done this many times on my own cars and I've never really had an issue with them falling off. You know, my personal car, I've had them for a couple of years, never really had a problem, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Try not to drop it. doing this one-handed whilst we're trying to film. Come on. Come on. So I think we will need the bonnet open for this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Coming on to the assembly of the front bumper then, so managed to fit on the 3 different sections. They're all clipped in place nice. Everything looks factory OEM. I went ahead and connected up the fog light connectors. Surprisingly, none of them were severely damaged and everything worked perfectly. Finally clipped in all the little clips on the side of the bumper as you would, and I'm pretty certain it was just a couple of T27s or T25s that hold everything in place. So like I said, it wasn't too involved. I kind of did it on my own, like you can see, fairly easily, so it is a one-man job. Cheeky little thumbs up because I was quite impressed with how the car's come out. And moving on, finally gonna do the arch liner, as the front end looks there and thereabouts and complete in my opinion. Nothing more to do, maybe a couple of touch-ups in terms of the paint on the bumper, but all in all, a really good result. Okay, so what am I doing? So from the previous ones, you can see we're left in these old little lugs there, one there, and also there's one there. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of them. So got some pliers. Let's see if we can pull these straight out. So we've got some brand new clip there ready to go. Just in 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go ahead and fit these and see how we get on. Okay, so a bit of an update on the Audi A1. Probably could have taken the wheel off, to be honest, to do this arch liner, but managed to do it just by turning the wheels. Fitment of the arch liner, it was an aftermarket brand. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I mean, it did cost only 30 quid. So I really can't complain at that, but I'll probably get a genuine one next time because the fitment was about 95%, but it's expected from my aftermarket one. But I'll go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. So where are we at? So with the A1, got the front bumper all done, looking really good. Final few things is to get the rear number plate mounted like we've done with the front one. So I'll show you guys what that looks like, and to be honest, we're not a million miles away, so probably needs a good clean on the inside, good deep clean on the outside. Probably going to do a bit of a polish on it, and yeah, let's see how we go. The Audi A1 is looking absolutely spot on. So we managed to fit all the parts that we went ahead and ordered, except for the bottom scuttle panel. Still waiting on that one. And then moving on to obviously the rear number plate, pretty typical stuff, held in by a couple of screws. Went ahead and undid those, and obviously went ahead and applied the brand new fresh looking number plate, which in my opinion is a good way of adding value to the car because it completely transforms it, to be honest. I know it's only a small thing, but yeah, it works. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, leave a comment. I am obviously pretty new to this at the moment, so if there's anything that I could improve on, please do let me know. it is always much appreciated. So thank you guys, see you on the next one.